Good evening, cricket lovers. Welcome to the iconic Sharjah International Cricket Stadium as 7 districts presents Emirates D10 powered by Fancode match number 14. And we have an interesting contest lined up. Emirates Blues, who are looking absolutely magnificent in the tournament, will be taking on Team Dubai. It's going to be an interesting contest. We'll head to the sidelines as I've got Ahmed Khwaja with both the captains and the match referee for the all-important toss.
Toss time for match number 14 of the 7 Districts presents Emirates D10 2025 powered by Fancode. I have the two captains alongside me here on the sidelines leading Emirates Blues. Nasir Faraz leading Team Dubai, of course, Ronak Panoli, and our esteemed match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. It's going to be Blues to flip the coin, Dubai to call. Tails is the call. Tails it is. Dubai have won the toss. Ronak, what have you decided?
We're going to bat first. Got a good win yesterday. Batting first as well. Seeing the norm throughout the tournament that teams batting first are usually defending the totals. So we're just going to go with that.
Absolutely. Like you mentioned, a key victory for you yesterday. So it's important to keep that momentum now.
Oh, yeah, 100%, definitely. In tournaments like this, you just need to find that right momentum and push on from there. You win 6 or 7 games and then you're in a good position for the playoffs berth. But yeah, we're not going to get too complacent just with one win. We just want to keep that momentum, keep doing those things right, and hopefully we can land another W today.
Changes to the side.
Just a couple of changes. Amar and Angad come into the 11, just looking at matchups in the opposition, and we've changed up a couple of things.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Nasir, unfortunately, टॉस हार गए. अगर आप टॉस जीतते तो क्या करते?
हमारा ही बॉलिंग करने का प्लान था क्योंकि लो स्कोरिंग मैच हो रहे हैं तो कोशिश करेंगे जल्दी से आउट करें और पावर प्ले यूटिलाइज करें.
बहुत ही आउटस्टैंडिंग कल आपका दिन गया. 2 मैच जीते तगड़ी टीमों के साथ. मोमेंटम बरकरार रखने का मूड होगा.
जी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह लड़के सारे मेहनत कर रहे हैं और एक अच्छे कॉम्बिनेशन से हम जा रहे हैं तो मेहनत करनी चाहिए सर.
कप्तानी का प्रेशर एंजॉय कर रहे हैं या थोड़ा सा टेंशन पड़ रही है?
नहीं एंजॉय कर रहा हूँ मैं तो.
टीम में चेंजेस?
गुलाम मुर्तज़ा खेल रहे हैं और फ़हद रेस्ट पे.
बेस्ट ऑफ लक.
थैंक यू.
Right, the news from the sidelines in match number 14, Dubai have won the toss and elected to bat first.
Thank you very much, Ahmed Khwaja. Both the captains wanted what they want. Dubai, let's have a look at the squads. Amar Badami, Angad Nehru, good to see that spinner into the squad. Danish Qureshi, the speedster. Israr Ahmed has been off colour in the entire tournament so far. Mohammad Irfan, the skipper, Ronak Panoli, Haider Wasisha, he needs to fire big. Vaibhav Govekar is looking good. Wahab Hassan, the left arm spinner, Zainullah Rahmani, a brilliant all-rounder, and Zishan Nasir, the speedster, will conclude the playing 11 for Team Dubai. And for Team Emirates Blues, Ahmed Tariq leading from the front. Ajay Kumar, he's been quite outstanding in the tournament. Ghulam Murtaza, the big hitter. Kamran Atta has been the run machine for Team Emirates Blues. Mohammad Mohsin, Mohammad Asif, Umar, Shehbaz Ali, the skipper Nasir Faraz. Good to see Safir Tariq, the experienced campaigner, in the playing 11. And to conclude, it will be Shakib Ahmed. Winning the toss, opting to bat first, Ronak Panoli was quite confident of getting some good runs on board. And right time for me to introduce you to my co-commentator, Mudassir Ali. Welcome, Mudassir.
Thank you, Rizwan, and good evening to all of our viewers. An exciting contest on our hands, and talking about these two sides, Young Dubai versus Emirates Blues, led by young captain, and full marks should be given to their young coach, Mohammad Nail, who has been working relentlessly hard with these boys behind the scenes. He has done a pretty good job guiding these youngsters. And that is the reason we have seen back-to-back wins for Emirates Blues. Now talking about Ronak Panoli, they have tasted their first win of the tournament thanks to this man who provided a brilliant start. Yesterday got quick 28 in just 13 balls with a strike rate of 190. So all eyes will be on the captain, but he's something special. The left-hand batter, Zainul Rahmani, got an opportunity yesterday and grabbed that opportunity with both the hands. 221 strike rate, that too against Abu Dhabi with the best of 54.
When an opportunity has been provided, he's grabbed it with both hands, cementing his position in the team, Zainullah. And they've made some changes to the opening lineup. Usually it's Israr and Ronak Panoli who does the opening for Team Dubai. But they've gone ahead with Ronak and Zainullah Rahmani. I think it's a wise move.
And Ajay Kumar, A new find in UAE domestic circuit with the new ball. The left arm speedster runs in. Ronak on strike.
Fall start for him. Well, absolutely very well said by Mudassir. A new kid on the block. Does not have great pace, but he's got that military medium pace, but he's got those variations up his sleeve and he's done exceptionally well so far in the tournament.
I don't mind if he's bowling at around 120 or 125 speed, because he's very dangerous with those cunning slower deliveries and he's creating a havoc out there in the middle. So it's all set. Ajay runs in.
Ball number one, width on offer, play towards the deep third region and will find the fence. What a start for Ronak Panoli and what a start for Team Dubai.
A good start. This is what is expected when Ronak Panoli is out there in the middle. Slight width offered, and look at that quick wrist comes into play and managed to keep it away from that backward deep point fielder. 4 runs to start the innings. It all depends on this man. They are heavily dependent on Ronak Panoli.
Well, I had an opportunity to interview him and he said irrespective of the format, whether it is D10, D20 or D50, anything in his slot, he likes to go big. And that's exactly what he's been doing time and again for Team Dubai. Good delivery, right on the money. Aiming at the fourth stick channel. Just gets in time, Ronak Panoli.
We always talk about the players, how they perform, but we forget the people behind the scenes who are working really hard. If you talk about Dubai, they have the service of Mr. Amin Farooq. The mantra for Mr. Farooq is that to provide this platform to the youngsters. That is the reason we have seen Dubai always gives youngsters an opportunity. The likes of Zainul Rahmani. That is how you groom youngsters, Ridwan.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen Dubai doing that and a lot of opportunities being provided to the youngsters. The likes of Alishan Sharfu, he comes from Team Dubai. Good start for Team Dubai. Just did not get the connection right on that occasion, Zainullah Rahmani, but he gets off the mark and picks up a single.
Stylish left-hand batter, and good to see the technique is very strong. One is a captain who loves to play with that aggressive approach, wherein we have Zainullah Rahmani who loves to time the ball, who loves to go aerial. So good combination, top of the order for Dubai.
Whipped away and whipped away in style. That's Ronak Panoli special for you.
The signature Ronak Panoli shot towards that leg side. No feet movement, but what matters are the runs for Ronak and for Dubai. Stand and delivered. Using those wrists. A typical Ronak Panoli shot. So boundaries are coming from the blade of Ronak Panoli. That is the good news for Dubai.
And talking about the youngsters, Mudassir, you've been part of the Under-16 West Zone Asia campaign. We talk us about Misbah and Nirwan Shetty and a lot of youngsters who were crowned champions of the tournament.
There was an opportunity, but good call straight away. We can hear that Ronak Panoli not interested, asking his partner to wait on. It was an incredible journey for all the youngsters, under 16 boys. And again, credit should be given to the coaches who worked really hard. And I would like to thank Mr. Adnan, who worked really hard, the head coach Naveed and the bowling coach Zahur Khan. They did a pretty good job. And talking about Ayan Misbah, his signature shot are those cover drives, which oozes class. Whenever he drives like a champion.
Another good shot from the blade of Ronak Panoli. One bounce into the fence, away she goes. Not a good start for Team Emirates Blues, but Ronak Panoli, anything short of length, he'll ensure he'll hammer it.
Oh, I am loving this. Now he's doing an extremely good job, just waiting for the ball to come on to him. Easy picking, yet again goes toward that leg side. Look at that focus and determination. All eyes wide open. What a connection. He is looking good. The third boundary for Ronak. 14 for no loss. First over done. The Tigers will be coming to UAE 17th of May. This is UAE versus Bangladesh. The first T20 game will be coming live from Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Two-match series. It all started in 2022 where UAE met Bangladesh in Dubai. And now, after a couple of years, they will continue, they'll resume that rivalry here in Sharjah. An all-important series for the local boys. A good exposure for UAE players. They are up against the Tigers, the Bangladesh, the team in form, especially in the shorter format. It's a couple of T20I series, and it will be interesting to watch this clash between two nations. So tomorrow is a rest day here, and we'll resume with the action in D10. Rahmani gets ready, and it's Mohsin who had a good day with the ball, Rizwan, yesterday.
Well, he certainly did. Quite exceptional. Picking up wickets as at will. This was in the slot. This is skied up in the air. Fielder backpedaling, but falls safely, and it's gone for the boundary as well. They would take it, Team Dubai.
Young lad, but playing fearless cricket. That is the mantra for Zainul Rahmani. Intentionally lofted towards that corner, keeping it away from the reach. A poor effort from captain. And he helped Rahmani to fetch that boundary. And tough times for Dubai. I beg your pardon, for Blues. Dubai off to a flying start. 4 boundaries in just 7 balls, Rizwan.
Well, you made a very valid point in the previous over. The idea is to wait for that fractional second and then go for it. Ronak Panoli has done well. He's picked up a couple of boundaries, and now Zainullah Rahmani as well. But that's been the secret to success, to get those runs in the power play. Mohammad Mohsin under pressure. Oh, subtle change in pace. You got to read that well, and hitting the right area. It'll just be... we'll have to wait for the umpire's call whether it will be a leg by or a run, but it'll be a single.
They've got the single. I won't mind that single because the intentions are very clear from Zainullah. There was an opportunity to go towards that fine leg, and he anticipated that back of lane delivery quite early and not afraid to take on Mohsin. And this is why I always praise Mr. Amin Farooq for providing a good platform to the youngsters. This tournament is not only about the players but also for the coaches. Full marks should be given to the board for always making sure that these teams have a proper coaches. And Blues are in rich form thanks to their young coach Mohammad Nail, who is doing a wonderful job with these boys.
Well, did not get that connection right. Absolutely spot on. Rightly mentioned. There's a lot that goes behind the scenes when these players come out to perform. They work on their... Let's have a look at that dot delivery. Slightly swinging in, but aiming at that 4th stump channel yet again.
Rightly, and full marks should be given to our production team as well, who are doing a wonderful job. The people behind the scenes for the success of this D series in the past few years here in UAE domestic circuit. That is why we are able to get these beautiful visuals.
Hammered, but this will be taken. Well, it's been put down. What have you done, Ghulam Murtaza? This is a big wicket. Mohsin cannot believe it. He had ample time to come underneath the ball, just could not hold on to it.
Ronak has been put on by Ghulam. First of all, what is the need to play that shot? There was a fielder station, and really don't understand. Ordinary shot and poor fielding. There was an opportunity to get rid of Ronak Panoli. He survives. He moves to 14 of 7 balls. Unlucky is Mohsin.
We've seen earlier on with Luqman Faisal and Daniel Liaquat. Daniel was dropped at 8, and he went on to score a match-winning knock of about 55 odd runs. You can't afford to do that in the shortest format. We've seen drop catches in the previous encounter as well between Abu Dhabi and Sharjah, but luckily Abu Dhabi got over the line
And Rizwan, this is the area of concern because fielding is such a department which you can control at this level. To youngsters, I expect them to take those chances. The likes of Ghulam, who's an experienced player, an easy chance gone back. In every game, we have seen couple of chances going down. So not only it's about batting and bowling, they also need to work really hard on the fielding aspect as well.
Absolutely, and especially when you're playing at the highest level in the UAE domestic circuit, you've got to be switched on. You can't afford to be laid back in the field. Beautiful delivery. That's exactly what he would be aiming for, Mohammad Mohsin. A peach of a delivery to end the over number 2. 22 for none. Well, that's the sign for the floating power play. When you've scored 22 at the rate of 11 runs an over, why not take that floating power play? Yes, there was a dropped opportunity, but both these batters with the new ball, they're looking brilliant.
Rightly said, Rizwan. Runs on board, wickets in hand, but you need to be very smart. Take those calculative risks because you are up against one of the best bowlers of this tournament when it comes to those cunning slower deliveries. Though he has gone for some runs in his first over, but he has been lethal with the new ball, especially in the power plays. Ajay Kumar runs in, Ronak on strike. In the air, and this time no mistake. Not learning from the mistakes is Ronak Panoli. I really don't understand why he opted to go towards that leg side when there is an opportunity to go towards that offside. Ajay Kumar strikes. The experience of Ajay Kumar comes into bowling and an excellent catch taken.
Well, he was dejected earlier on as he gave away those 14 runs. Ronak Panoli was lucky in the previous one. Yet again, this time finds the fielder in the deep. Shakib picks up a brilliant catch. 15 of 9 for him. And Team Dubai lose their first wicket. 22 for 1 after 2.1. Vaibhav Govekar is the new batter. I quite like the approach of Team Dubai, promoting him up the order. He's looked brilliant in the recent outings. Hails from India, has played good cricket back home in India. 49 runs to him in his 3 innings out of 4 matches played Ranji Trophy with an average of 12.25. What is good about him is the strike rate, 222. Mind blowing. That's exactly what the management and the skipper would look at, and he would like to go all guns blazing in the floating power play. Beautiful delivery. It has cut him in 2 half. What a delivery that was from Ajay. He's continuing his good form. Yes, he was slightly off color in the first over, but he's done well.
Throughout this tournament, we have seen floating power play going in favor of bowling side. Poor shot selection, keeping in mind there were 2 fielders. Look at that. From off stump, he fetched the delivery towards that leg side. You need to know where exactly the fielders are placed. Fell in the trap is Ronak Panoli. You need to have that game awareness, Rizwan.
Certainly. That's exactly what you've got to be, especially in the power play. Zainullah does not connect. As you always say, he's got that thinking cap on Ajay. He was belted for 14 runs, but he's been instrumental in the second over, using his intelligence, bowling those off cutters, not allowing any room whatsoever for the in-form batsman Zainullah.
He's a quality fast bowler. Yes, he has gone for runs in the first over, but what matters is how he makes a comeback. And full marks should be given to Nasir Faraz for backing this young fast bowler.
As a leader, you need to trust your pack. And Nasir Faraz has been instrumental. Swing and a miss. He was looking for that mid-wicket cow corner region. Smart piece of bowling from Ajay. He's stamping his authority in style, this young lad.
Oh, what a change of pace. A cunning, slower delivery, back off hand delivery, going past that off stick. It's really tough to read those slower deliveries from his hand. He has a very good rhythm. Looks like a well-oiled machine here, Ajay Kumar.
Wayward delivery. He was looking for that slower bumper. But more often than not, when you're trying those slower cutters, you tend to miss out your line and length. On this occasion, trying that bumper just did not get that right, Ajay.
Sometimes a well-oiled machine, they also stuck. So you need some repair. But still, full mark should be given to Ajay Kumar. As a fast bowler, yes, sometimes you tends to try new things in the process. You give away those extra runs.
Another brilliant delivery, another dot ball. Every single dot ball is appreciated from the dugout of Team Emirates Blues. You can hear that noise from the dugout of Emirates Blues. Doing well after not a very good campaign in the recently concluded D50 series. They've made some tweaks, they've made some changes, they've rested some players, and I think they've done extremely well so far.
I think one thing which worked in favor of Blues is the captaincy given to Nasir Faraz, the young captain. There's a hunger in him to perform at the big platform, marshalling the troops quite well. Young Nasir Faraz, always confident whenever he is out there with our co-commentators. He's highly praised by Ahmed Khwaja as well as by Rizwan and Shoaib. Oh, look at that, another change of pace, and he recovers in time. Asif Kumar strikes for the second time.
A bit of juggling, but in the end, he holds on to it. That's exactly what you need. Succumbing to the pressure is Zainullah Rahmani. And finally, Asif picks up a wicket. A very good over. And Nasir Farad trusting his mainstream bowler Ajay. Zainullah will have to depart after scoring 6 of 8. And Team Dubai are in trouble. 24 for 2 after 3. "24 for 2 after 3. Now it's time for Haider Vasisha to take the center stage, and he's got to find runs. He's been struggling. Haider Vasisha, quite well known in the UAE domestic circuit. When he needs to fire big guns today, Mohammad Mohsin will continue. And a lot would rely upon these two batters, Vaibhav and Syed Haider Vasisha. Just given away 7 runs in the first over. And beautiful delivery yet again. Well, I'm enjoying this moment from the bowler. Yes, didn't get the desired result he wanted, Mohammad Mohsin, but he'll be pleased with the consistency that he is bowling. And Vaibhav Govekar finds a boundary, using the pace on offer and guiding it towards the deep point region for a boundary. Good start for the over, and they can look to maximize from here on. Another talented young prospect, Vaibhav Govekar, stamping his authority, making a name for himself in the ongoing D10 series powered by Fancode. Good delivery. Neat channel. They look for 2. The call is for 2. and they'll stick to one. This is exactly what you need. Ahmed Tariq racing in to make sure the second is not taken comfortably. This will be interesting contest. Haider Vasisha Mudassar Ali, he needs to find runs. He's been off colour, was part of the Abu Dhabi campaign, and now for D10 he's representing the Dubai team.
He's such a talented player, Haider Vasisha, who can bat, who can field, who can also do the role of wicket keeper, not justifying his talent. 29 for the loss of 2. After a good start, both the openers are back in the hut, thanks to Ajay Kumar of Blues.
Good delivery. Welcome, says Mohsin. I just left that. I think Syed Haider Vasisha needs to initially introspect the conditions and understand the kind of wicket it is, and then go all guns blazing. They've already lost a couple of wickets. He needs to hunker down a little bit.
Was there a warning for one for the over? This is the beauty of Mohsin, because whenever he bowls those bouncers, he makes sure he has that pinpoint accuracy. A well-directed bouncer, no chance for Haider Vasisha to play a pull shot.
Go straight down the ground, but it will be cut off by the fielder at mid-off. A bit of mix-up. No, it will just be a single. I just would like to ask a question to you. You've been calling out a lot of games, especially when you have a batter who's got great caliber. You're not in top form. What is the best approach?
If you're talking particularly about Haider Vasisha, see, people says you need to play your natural game, but when you're struggling, you need to spend some time, play at least 5-6 deliveries. Nothing harm in playing 5-6 deliveries, get 3-4 runs. Once you settle in, then you can play those big shots. All you need is that confidence, middle the ball properly. That is how you can come out of those difficult situations. So easy to say, but it's really difficult to execute out there in the middle.
Very well said. You can't always have that see ball, hit ball concept, but he's a batter of such caliber. Even if you have that deficit of runs and balls, one good over can change the course of the game. And especially when you're not able to middle it, just get a couple of deliveries off the sweet spot, and then you'll be able to get those required runs.
And nothing wrong in it when you play 3-4 dot deliveries. Instead of getting out cheaply, stay for 3-4 deliveries, have a good eyesight, then you can play those big shots. But all of a sudden, things are looking difficult after losing those 2 quick wickets for Dubai.
Is found the fence. Full length, little bit of width on offer. He's carved it over the deep point region. Backward point for a boundary.
This is much better. Not trying to force against Mohsin. So they have got runs in this over, 11 runs. See, waited, and class of Haider Vasisha opening the face of the blade and goes past that point fielder. So over number 4 comes to an end. Dubai 35 for the loss of 2.
$35 for 2. After the departure of Ronak and Zainullah, I reckon they're still all right with the run rate. Given the conditions of the wicket, they're not too bad. 5 wickets away from the 10-run mark. They will be able to cover it up anytime.
35 for loss of 2, 4 overs gone. Do you remember the day when you made your debut in the commentary box, Rizwan?
12th December 2024, I think it was.
Rizwan remembers the date. So is Haider Ali. He will remember May 15th for sure. Today he got a call from UAE national side, and he will be playing for UAE national side up against Bangladesh. A wide has been called by Razik Khan. So an exciting series ahead for all these young boys.
A huge moment for Haider as well as Sagir and Zoheb, who've been called out for the national team. They've put in a lot of work behind the scenes in getting to that point, and it's that opportunity that they've been waiting for, and their families must be really happy with this.
Flick of the wrist, just for a single. Oh, he's pushing for the second. No chance. So massive shout out to Emirates Cricket Board for giving such a wonderful platform to all these young dynamic players here in UAE. This is the platform where we have seen the rise of Mohammad Wasim, the rise of Asif Khan, the rise of Alishan Sharafu, the rise of Ritya Arvind. A brilliant platform.
Certainly. And we certainly have seen the players as well as in the com box. Mudassir Ali, Shoaib Ahmed representing at the international podium as well. Ahmed Khwaja, not to forget.
Oh, chopped on. What have you done? Back of length. Unlucky is Haider Wasisha, but lucky enough to get that wicket is Umar.
Where the batting was continued for Syed Haider Wasisha. Played on, and he cannot believe his luck. Unlucky, but Umar will certainly take it. Another one bites the dust for Team Dubai. Israr Ahmed works out to the center. Well, he's been off color as well in the tournament. But I tell you what, Mudassir, youngster, has got a lot of runs in the recently concluded D50 series. Has picked up a couple of centuries and 88 if I remember it correctly. And a lot would rely upon him.
The numbers don't justify his talent, but good to see. He looks fit. The last time when I saw Israr here in Sharjah, oh, firmly struck, in pain, and they've opted to go for that single. Nothing wrong in it. When there's an opportunity, yes, you need to take those singles, but in pain is Umar.
That was hit really, really hard. And especially when you're in the firing line of Israr, you've got to be careful. Oh my goodness gracious me. I hope he's alright. Probably some medication is required. Dr. Kiran will be on duty. Will it be? We'll have to wait. Or probably a magic spray will take care of Umar.
Where is the Dr. Kiran? The most important man here in Sharjah Cricket Stadium. And he arrives. Looking sharp is Dr. Kiran, and that magic spray will come out in no time, and that pain will go in no time.
Yes, he's done well. Behind the scenes, Dr. Kiran has taken care of some of the injured players. Taimur Ali the other day was hit really hard. And Dr. Kiran hails from Hyderabad, from your own town, Mudassir Ali.
Last time I asked his help, but he denied that. So it doesn't matter whether you are from the same place. What matters is that you need to be on field to get his help.
You need to get injured to.
There you go. Packs his bag and returns back to his hut. Dr. Kiran, a humble doctor, a wonderful human being.
Oh, absolutely. They all thank him for the services that he provides. And Umar is back up and ready to rock and roll. Into the fifth over, 38 for 3 are Team Dubai after a brilliant start. They scored 14 runs off the first over. Slow one. And that will be one bounce into the fence he goes.
A much needed boundary here. A change of pace from Umar. It anticipated quite early is Vaibhav. Rolling his fingers and waited and dispatched in between the deep square leg and deep mid-wicket fielder. Good placement, Rizwan.
It was a poor delivery. He was trying to that slow one. He did not stick to that fourth stump channel. Instead, he provided it towards the onside, and Vaibhav Govekar is a very good player towards the square of the wicket on the onside, and he's found that gap comfortably. And it's about 44 degrees Celsius. A huge shout out to the entire broadcasting team and the cameramen who are working relentlessly in this hot and humid conditions, Mudassir.
A big shout out to our crew for bringing these pictures live. Running hard. Are they going for the second? Yes. Oh, wayward throw. He was struggling. Way over the wicket keeper.
Shehbaz Ali with that throw. The moment he hit the willow, he was sure shot. He was looking for a two. The call was for two. Just a wayward, and we can see it. Look at the umpire. He was in the firing line as well. Shehbaz Ali, he's got great arms. Last delivery of the fifth over. Outside edge, and will find the fence. The short third was standing a bit wide, resulting in that boundary.
The previous over they have got 11 runs. Now they have got 12 runs. Thick outside edge. But he will take those 4 runs. Vaibhav. So little partnership flourishing between Vaibhav and Israr with that boundary. Score moves to 48 for the loss of 3 at the end of over number 5. Then there will be a change in the voice in the com box. For the next set of 5, you will be entertained by Ahmed Khwaja and Shoaib Ahmed.
Thank you very much, Rizwan and Mudassir. 48 for 3. A crucial passage of play. Shehbaz Ali coming into the attack. Very, very skillful bowler. Been a veteran all-rounder, top-class performer over the years. 3 wickets in the tournament. Just the sound of the bat. Completely miscued from Israr. And that frustration is building. Just hasn't found his form and touch in the D10 so far. Shoaib Ahmed alongside me. Good afternoon and welcome.
Thank you, Ahmed.
Anything else? So Vaibhav Govekar looking good, 18 of 8. Very skillful left-hander. Nice looking flick. The call is for 2. They will push the deep mid wicket. And that's a wise decision. Ahmed Tariq, he's razor sharp in the field. You don't want to challenge his arm. 50 up in decent time. We have seen that 88 was a winning score earlier for Abu Dhabi. I think Dubai need to get to the triple figure mark. Just have that extra cushion of 10 runs. And this man can certainly provide it. It has been challenging batting conditions here at the D10. It's not your regulation road sort of wicket at all. It's gripping. It's not coming onto the blade. And it's testing these batters. That is for sure. Looking to be unorthodox, but got himself in an absolute tangle. Israr Ahmed, Usually a very free-flowing player, but certainly has had his toils in the D10. This man has looked like a quality player. Seen him perform very heavily in the club scene here. Domestic cricket. Rightfully given the call up to a D franchise. And so far he's been a good find for Team Dubai. Slower delivery, but just different down leg. Given as a wide, I thought it might have just grazed his shirt or so. What do you think is a decent score for Dubai here in the first innings, Shoaib?
Well, I think they should look to get to 100, 105. If they are able to get there, their bowlers will feel that they can defend it against Emirates Blues. The batting has not been at their fluent best, Emirates Blues. So if they can get to 105, 110, it'll be a very good score for Dubai.
Yeah, I agree. Hard pull again, but there is that cushion in the deep. So far, smart bowling from Shehbaz Ali, sticking to his field. UAE Bangladesh coming up in a couple of days' time. Should be a very exciting series.
Oh yes, I'm really looking forward to it. UAE are on their way back from Netherlands as we speak, and in just a couple of days they'll be taking on Bangladesh at the same venue, and we expect a lot of crowd and support, not only for Bangladesh but for UAE as well, as the game is definitely picking up amongst the locals.
Almost certainly. Inside edge, chopped on, and Shehbaz Ali's persistence has got him his wicket.
Well, important breakthrough for Emirates Blues. Israr's poor run continues. Low on confidence, wanted to push that, just not in a good position. Israr, as the ball takes the inside edge of the bat and crashes into the stumps. He's out for 2 or 4. It's 53 for 4.
Amar Badami, exciting batting all-rounder, coming in at number 5. Another player who has not quite lived up to his top billing. Only 11 runs in the tournament, but it's early days just yet. Plus, it is difficult conditions. Emirates Blues on a roll now with the ball. And that will be a very tidy over from Shehbaz Ali. Only 5 runs conceded. 54 for 4 with 4 to go. Well, there you have it then. UAE versus Bangladesh right here at the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. The home of cricket in the UAE, as the home team take on the Bangla Tigers. 17th and 19th of May are the two T20I fixtures. and we are expecting the masses to come in droves, especially in support of Bangladesh. Very exciting team, and certainly are looking forward to this two-match series. Should be a lot of fun.
Well, they're on the road, the Bangladesh side. They'll start from their trip to UAE for a couple of T20 internationals. Then they head to Pakistan. They've got 5 T20 internationals, I think. And then from there on, they head to Sri Lanka as well. So they have a busy, packed schedule overseas, and they would want to start off on a positive note against UAE. It's a good prep for Bangladesh.
Oh, absolutely, with the Asia Cup coming up in September, it's ideal. Shakib Ahmed into his first over. Call is for 2 from Amar. Weber Govikar is racing. And that's excellent intent between the wickets. If you can't find the fence, if you can't middle the ball, nudge it around, look for those twos here, Shoaib.
Yeah, that's good running. Good intent, good game awareness. He knew there was a big gap. He took the first run hard, and good response from Vaibhav as well. This is really good running between the two young cricketers of Dubai.
Off cutter, slightly aerial, and that has been the turgid nature of these wickets here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. You mix it up on that back of length, it's very difficult to hit the ball cleanly down the ground.
And it's also the pressure of this short format on the batters. They're looking to find those boundaries, and when you are trying to innovate or you're trying to push the matter, you tend to be deceived by the bowler. So you have to play with a clean slate. I feel you play on the merit, you back your skills. There's a higher probability of you scoring runs than trying to just go for it anyway.
Oh, beautifully bowled there. It was the back of the hander from Shakib. He's a great exponent of that slow delivery. Vaibhav, well, it was in the slot as well. Just got outwitted there by the bowler.
Good slower delivery. And missed it completely, Vaibhav. Didn't expect that slower ball, and was not sure at what pace the ball is going to reach him. So in all that calculation, the ball had already passed the batter.
Hard pull just in front of Ghulam Murtaza. Those are always difficult to judge, whether you want to go for the catch or get behind it. In the end, I think he's done well.
Yeah, flat chances are always difficult to judge, and Ghulam Murtaza put his body behind the ball, which was crucial. They will get 2, Dubai and Vaibhav, but overall good cricket.
Yeah, he's a big lad. Ghulam Murtaza packs a punch with the bat as well, especially against spin. And it's tricky when the shadows are lengthening here. Lovely wrist work. Does clear that extra. And once again, the hard twos. Well, they're certainly getting their steps in this afternoon. Amar Badami and Vaibhav Govikar.
When the boundaries are hard to come by, it's always a viable option to look for those quick runs, singles, doubles, put pressure on the fielder. And now, without taking a lot of risk, they've already got 7 runs of the over. There's 1 more ball to go. Not a bad over this for Dubai.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see those big scores of 120, 130 anymore. It's going to be double-digit stuff, majorly. Yorker attempted, but in the gap. Safir Tariq, will you get there? Nope. Boundary.
There you go, 7 runs and then a boundary to top it off. This has suddenly become an exceptional over for Dubai. 7 overs, 65 for 4.
So it's going to be a change of ends for Mohammad Umar, now operating from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. Let's see if that can give him some success. Dubai need one big over. 18 legal deliveries remaining. They would ideally like to get double that score and breach the 100 mark. Good looking shot, but couldn't quite find the gap. He is a touch player, Amar Badami. Very elegant, easy on the eye. So Umar got away with that one. It was slightly shortish and wide. No damage done. He's been a good find. Another bright new name emerging on the UAE domestic scene. Has lively pace. Very repeatable action. High arm delivery and good fitness as well. So have to give a lot of credit to the Emirates Blue setup for giving us some bright new talents, especially in the bowling department. Him and Ajay Kumar. Up and over, but it's gone a touch too square. In fact, it's not. Beautifully punished by Amar Badami. I thought he might get there in the end, but it was in the gap.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Very well played, in control. One bounce and all the way for 4.
Mid off in the circle. So that is a well calculated shot coming in from Amar Badami. Now they've pushed the mid off back. Extra cover right on the edge of the circle, in and out field. Perhaps needs a bit more protection on the offside. A slower bouncer. That was very nicely executed.
A good comeback from Umar. Slower and deceiving Amar Badami, who had to wait for it, and by the time it came, he was all over it. So you have to vary the pace. You have to keep the batters on their toes, keep them guessing. And that's the time-tested formula that has been used over the last few days by the bowlers. And the ones who are successful have been able to do that on a consistent basis.
Oh, this is spliced in the air and good catch at short fine. The big fast bowler Mohammad Mohsin just got big on Badami, and that's another wicket going down for Dubai.
Surprised by the pace and bounce, and this is what keeping them on their toes literally means. It was short, it was well directed. Eyes off the ball from Amar Badami, and a very good catch by Mohsin, beg your pardon, who was put in the dive, and he's got hold of that one. End of the innings for Amar Badami. 8 of 7. It's 69 for 5.
Well, this is a bit of a surprise to see Wahab Hassan coming in at number 7. He certainly can bat, but I thought they would have a bit more sting in the batting order. Let's see if he can get going. Maybe because he's a left-hander. Only 11 runs in the tournament so far. If he can produce a cameo, maybe 15, 18 quick runs, that could get Dubai back on track. This young man has been outstanding. 2 for 17 on the day. Dubai inching towards that 85-90 sort of score. Taken the deep third back. So the plan is to bowl outside his hitting arc, going across the left-hander. Deep cover has moved slightly finer as well. Oh, that one just skidded through. Thudded into the thigh pad. Kamranatha. Well, there was backing, so in the end, not a bad idea to have a shy at the stumps. I think that 100 mark is looking difficult now, Shoaib.
Yes, like you mentioned, they don't have enough depth in their batting. Only Vaibhav is now the recognized proper batter in that Dubai lineup. That's the wicket of Amar Badami. Simple catch for Mohsin, who kept his eyes on the ball. So overall, it seems like it's going to be tough for Dubai to breach the triple figure mark.
I have to confess, I was mildly surprised that Ronak elected to bat first. We've seen it's been very difficult in the first innings for all the batting sides. Whipped away, but there is cushion on the deep. In the end, a very good spell from young Mohammad Umar. 2 for 18 on the day, 71 for 5 with 2 to come. Shakib Ahmed to continue. From the Bukhatar end, coming around the wicket to Vaibhav. Oh, outside edge. Straight to the short third. Either yard of him and that would have been 4. The fizz has gone out of the Dubai batting effort at the wrong stage of the innings here.
I'm sure they will re-strategize, and I think 90 is a good score. We saw in the first game Abu Dhabi restricting Sharjah, and they only scored 89. So even if Dubai can get to 90, I think they'll want to make a match out of it.
Call is for 2. And there is a big gap towards cow corner. Nicely played by Wahab. Yeah, I think I agree with you there. And this has been a very different flavor of the D10 we're seeing. Usually in the past it's been crash, bang, wall up, 120, 130, 160. But on these kind of wickets, 85 is a winning score.
And I think the credit has to go to the bowlers. They've adapted to this format much better than the batters. I think the approach from the batters has not been all that great. They are looking to just go big every time they come out to bat. Mistimed hit, this one, for a single. So if you compare the batters and the bowlers, I think the bowlers have done a much better job in assessing the conditions. And that is why we see that the bowlers have won games for their sides.
Most certainly. And it's not even the spinners, it's the fast medium bowlers who had a tremendous impact in the tournament. Ajay Kumar comes to mind. Shakib has done really well. Abdul Ghaffar for Emirates Reds has been outstanding. Has he cleared? Mid-wicket. Takes an excellent running catch. Uzair Khan, he's got bucket-like hands and makes no mistake.
Again, just a prime example of a variation from Shakib. Bowls that slower delivery, and Vaibhav went for it anyway. Couldn't clear the boundary ropes, and a simple catch taken at mid-wicket by Asif, who's done really well. A running catch, never easy. So end of the innings for Vaibhav. He looked promising, and he's done, I think, his job. 30 of 17, not a bad innings from him at all. It's 75 for 6.
Danish Qureshi coming in at number 8. Certainly can bat. Wields the long willow. Oh, where was the short leg? Inside edge ballooning up. It's been that sort of day for sure.
Yeah, and I'm sure the coaches, we're coming back to the conversation we were having about batters and bowlers and how they've not adapted to this condition, this format and these conditions. I think the coaches will have a role to play here. They'll have to discuss it with the team and make them realize that it's not going to be 120, 130. If they can have wickets in hand, maybe they can push to 110. But the top 3-4 batters need to bat like a 20-over game. You need to build small partnerships and look to get to a 100-run mark.
Couldn't find the gap at short fine. And the direct hit would have had Wahab Hassan gone for all money. Yeah, completely agree with you there, Shoaib. We'll continue that conversation in the final over. 78 for 6. Well, that's not something you see every day in a D10 game. The over rate penalty has been applied on Emirates Blues. They do have a lot of fast bowlers in the side, not much spin, and in the end, they've taken too much time.
Which means that they'll have to add one more additional player inside the 30-yard circle. So that'll mean they'll have to have 6 fielders, 5 fielders inside the circle. And that's not good news for Shehbaz Ali. So they've got a mid-off, cover, point, short third and a short fine leg all inside the 30-yard circle.
Certainly has to look to eye that mid-off region, Danish Qureshi. Oh, right in the block hole. Excellent delivery. And like you mentioned in the previous over, that the team think tanks have to give their input. Usually you're looking for 50 runs in the 3 overs of power play. I think even if you get 35 or 40, that is enough. And then you can build your innings further in the remaining 7.
Yes, the power play overs are crucial. They have to plan them accordingly. They need to decide when they want to take it. And it has to be a fluid decision. It cannot be a preset template that you will take it in the 9th over or in the 3rd over. It has to be on the spot. Instincts have to take over when you're taking that decision. They're looking for the second. And that could be close. I think it's a goner. Wahab was struggling and he'll have to go back.
Yeah, I think he's in trouble here. Good fielding in the deep at that square leg position. Got in the throw flat and on the bounce. And despite Wahab's best efforts, I think he knows that he hasn't made it. We certainly will confirm with the TV umpire. But the muted celebrations from the Blues suggests that this is okay. Kamranata. Good gather and yeah, he's a goner by a good distance or at least 3 or 4 inches. So a run out in the pursuit of quick runs. Good over. Wahab Hassan tried but couldn't quite create an impact. 80 for 7. So it's going to be the off spinner, Angad Nehru, coming in at number 9. Another left-hander. They certainly have quite a few southpaws in their batting, but unfortunately their batting ended at number 7. So they've gone bowler heavy with runs on the board. Could work for them. 4 deliveries remaining in the innings. Whipped. And all they'll get is 1. So Danish Qureshi, he's a sturdy lad. He can pack a punch. But Shehbaz Ali is absolutely on his A game here. Look at that. 1 for 8. Fantastic bowling from the Blues. Dubai need that 1 maximum. Just to get that self-belief in that, yeah, now we have a winning score. Didn't know much about that one. And there will be another run out. Eagle-eyed Kamranata with the glove on. That's an impressive effort. And it's another run out coming in for Team Dubai. Completely unsighted. And by that time it was too little too late.
Well, good game awareness and good skill on display from Kamranata. Danish Qureshi out for 2. It's 81 for 8.
So it's very much into the tail now for Team Dubai. Mohammad Irfan. Fast bowlers. Plenty of fast bowlers. Mohammad Irfan, Danish Qureshi in the side. And it's been a superb final over from Shehbaz Ali. Wickets have tumbled and he hasn't conceded a boundary just yet. Full toss has been chipped. Will plug and land. They have to push for 2. This could be close. This is going to be another run out. I think that is pretty clear right from this angle in real time.
Yeah, just getting a little desperate here. Dubai looking for that second, which is never there. It was hit straight to Ghulam, who's got a strong arm, good throw. Kamran Atta does the rest. And that was a suicidal run from Irfan. He'll walk back, scoring 1 of 1. Another wicket falls. 82 for 9.
Zishan Nasir. Well, this is pretty much a free hit for you, my friend. Swing and swing hard. Excellent. Low full toss. Cramped him for room. Could this be another run out? No, he's made it in time. So Dubai conclude on 84 in their allotted 10 overs. Is that going to be enough?
Well, we won't have to wait too long to find out. They'll have to bowl really well, that's for sure. And Emirates Blues, their batters, they will have to play sensibly. So it is not going to be easy. And we are in for some entertainment in the second innings. Both these teams will look to win this game from here on. Going into the dugout, both these teams will believe that they can win this game. Let's look at the batting card then for Dubai. Ronak scoring 50 at the top. Vaibhav was the top scorer, scoring 30 of 17. Nothing much to report in the middle and the lower order. It was more of coming in and going out, and more of a ramp walk than anything else in the middle for Team Dubai.
Yeah, just couldn't find any rhythm in their batting effort. In terms of the bowling, Ajay Kumar was brilliant once again, 2 for 16. Mohammad Umar, the right arm speedster, doing well as well, 2 for 18. And after that, decentish partnership between Vaibhav and Ronak. Well, the wickets tumbled. In the end, they could only manage 84 runs in their allotted 10 overs. So taking a look at the highlights, it was a fiery start provided by Ronak Panoli. He took a liking to Ajay Kumar and the new ball. Some fabulous shots. That whip of the wrist was truly a sight to behold. And we thought, hang on, Ronak Panoli is in the mood today. But then just flicked one straight to the deep mid wicket. And Zainullah struggled today. Nothing short in the end to get dismissed. Vaibhav Govikar played really well. Got 30 of 17. Tried to build a partnership, but didn't have a lot of support from the other end. Eventually, he, in the pursuit of quick runs, also fell. Israr Ahmed, his toil in this D10 continues. Some streaky runs for sure, some outside edges. Amar Badami started off crisply with a boundary, but then fell. And when Vaibhav Govikar holed out, that was when it was a slew of runouts coming in for Dubai. Everybody risking it for the second. And Emirates Blues were very disciplined in their out cricket. This one beautifully done by Kamran Atta, underarmed. And this was another run out. In fact, there were 3 run outs in the final over. All looking for that extra run, but succumbing. So 85 is the target for Emirates Blues to go on a 3-match winning streak in the D10. Will they achieve that? We'll find out in just about a few minutes' time. The action continues at the 7 Districts presents Emirates D10 2025 powered by Fancode. Match number 14 between Dubai and Emirates Blues. And Dubai have posted a score of 84 in the allotted 10 overs led by Vaibhav Govikar and Ronak Panoli. 2 wickets apiece for Mohammad Umar and Ajay Kumar for Emirates Blues, as the all-round bowling unit did a very good job, and this is certainly a very chaseable score if they get runs from the top order. Rizwan-ur-Rahman alongside me in the comm box. Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Ahmed Khwaja. Always a pleasure to share the comm box with you. And as you rightly mentioned, 85 is the target required as long as they don't do anything silly, which we've seen in the previous encounter. Sharjah losing their wickets in quick time and just could not cross that line. And it has to be the batters of Emirates Blues who will have to play well to ensure they cross the line.
Most certainly a target of 89 was not chased by Sharjah. Will the Emirates Blues avoid that mistake? Ahmed Tariq, a very fine, exceptional young batter, and I must give my due apologies to the young lad. I thought he's 20 years old. He's only 18. 63 runs in the tournament. He already has a player of the match performance to his name. Very fine player.
Oh, he certainly is. Does not get carried away with the age. He likes to take the challenge up against some speedsters. This is an interesting move. Nasir Faraz just making some tweaking to the batting order. Tariq is opening up alongside Safir Tariq. We've more often than not seen Safir Tariq taking care of the middle order.
Yeah, their regular opener, Mohammad Zohaib, has been called up by the UAE. So many congratulations to the dashing left-hander. Best of luck for that series versus Bangladesh coming up day after tomorrow. So Safir Tariq, the senior pro, will be opening alongside Ahmed Tariq. Let's see if both Tariqs can create an impact. Umpire GB Alex says play, and here we go. Danish Qureshi with the new ball for Dubai. Immediately in action. Shimmy down the track, up and over mid-on.
Love that intent from the youngster Ahmed Tariq. 18-year-old up against a quality bowler Danish Qureshi, and look at that for intent. Absolutely magnificent, and that's exactly what you need right from ball one.
Love that flourish of the blade. Beautifully done. He did get the length he was looking for. And look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And Danish Qureshi has been shaken up very early. Deep square in position, as well as the deep cover. So they're still trying to protect the square boundaries. But he's bowling too full for that kind of field setup. Got away with that one as well.
He loves that pace on offer, Ahmed Tariq. It loves to play towards the onside. Quite impressive with his performances. And it will be Safir Tariq for the first time facing the tunes of Danish Qureshi.
Yeah, he had an unbelievable D10 tournament a few months back. Right here was one of the top 6 hitters. I think he alone hit 27 or 28 sixes. But those were very different conditions. This pitch is a lot slower, a lot more difficult to bat on. Outside edge, but it's in the gap. Third in the circle. Save your legs.
Well, they will take it irrespective of the way they are coming. As long as they're coming, it wouldn't matter to them. Bisecting the backward point and the short third, Safir Tariq finds a boundary.
Yeah, didn't use his feet a lot. Big thickish outside edge. And to be fair to Danish Qureshi, he has that pace that he needs a deep third. So a flying start here for the Blues. 3 overs of power play will be crucial. If they can get up to 35, 40 runs maybe, should get them on their way. Better delivery, but smart batting, drop and run.
That's the right approach. You've got those desired runs in the power play, and why not just pick up a single, doing the right thing. Similarly with Ahmed Tariq as well, as picked up a boundary and then just milking a single.
So both batters looking good. Change in the field for Ahmed Tariq as the deep square leg comes into the circle, and they've pushed the mid-off back. So that is a psychological win for the teenager, that they have to respect his ability to hit down the ground. Oh, that has been smashed. Wow. Breathtaking shot.
Ahmed Tariq, stunning. Look at that. Just gave a little bit of room for himself. And he finds that fence yet again in the over. It has been an expensive over for Team Dubai.
Mind you, this is Danish Qureshi, one of the top fast bowlers in the UAE. Treated with utter disdain. Brilliant. I love the attitude. I love the intent, the self-belief that this young boy has got. And maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but truly I feel that his time for the UAE national team is coming sooner rather than later. Good comeback ball, but even then they get runs off it. Excellent start for the Blues. 15 for no loss after one. So it's going to be Zishan Nasir sharing the new ball with Danish Qureshi from the Bukhatir end. Tell us more about him, Rizwan.
He's been brilliant of late. Zishan Nasir, he's changed a little bit of angle as well. He's picked up 1 4-wicket haul, 6 wickets to his name. Ball slightly wideish away from the grease. If he can just get a little bit closer to the timber, he'll be able to get those channels right. And talking about the score, 15 for no loss for Emirates Blues. Remember, Dubai were 14 for none. It was Ronak Panali who started off really well, but it was wonderful catch in the D which was taken, restricting them. Now they've got to be careful. Just don't throw away your wicket, and you'll be in the game.
Trying to muscle that one down the ground. And in the end, Danish Qureshi does enough. Some footy skills. In that dark blue kit, he looks like a Chelsea player.
Oh, he does. Has been taken to the cleaners in the first over. Tariq square working in favour of Emirates Blues. Nasir Faraz, the new skipper for Team Emirates Blues, doing exceptionally well, marshalling his troops to perfection.
I haven't liked the lengths that Danish and Zishan are bowling here. It's too full. Change in the field as the deep third comes into the circle. And there is a deep point going out for Safir Tariq as well as the square leg. There you can see on the extremities of your screen. That's better. That's the length. That's the line.
Much better from Zishan Nasir. I would still fancy him to come a little bit closer towards the stumps. That would get you that away ball quite easy, Ahmed.
Yeah, he's trying to pull that in dipper, targeting that front pad and the stumps. I completely agree. You just telegraph your intentions to the batter when you jump in your delivery stride. So try to get as close to the stumps as possible. That would make your outswinger much more lethal. Oh, that has been nailed. That is in the stands. Gone like a rocket.
That is smoked out of the park. Safir Tariq. If you bowl him short of length, he would not spare you. Look at that shot. The connection says it all. Coming from the meat of the bat. Brilliant hit from Safir Tariq.
That can seriously demoralize a bowler. That crack of the blade. Absolutely beautiful. It's a flying start here for the Blues.
Well, it certainly is. If you compare the bowling approach from the bowlers of Team Abu Dhabi and Team Dubai, they've been bowling those slow off-cutters, the slow changer ones, talking about Ajay, Umair Ali Khan. We've not seen that from the bowlers of Team Dubai.
Yeah, they're trying to overpower them with pace, but that is counterproductive. I think that ball has hit some part of the concrete stands there towards that cow corner boundary. Oh yes, they've located it. Seems to be okay. So 9 deliveries into the power play. The way this pair are running, I think The floating one should be taken immediately, but let's see. Both batters looking dangerous. Emirates Blues coming off 2 victories yesterday, so the confidence is sky high. A full toss and maturely done by Safir. He didn't try to play an expansive shot, just drop and run.
Yeah, he's got that maximum, isn't it? And that's the wise move from Safir Tariq. And I reckon you've mentioned this in the previous encounter. We've seen a lot of full toss deliveries not being hit for boundaries, which is a surprise for me, to be honest.
Yeah, I think they're trying to play the ball late, so just that reaction time is a bit off for the batters. Smartly done. Just nudge the ball around. Don't look for too many in the power play, and in the end you gift wickets.
Well, you've got to play on your merit, and that's exactly what both the batters have done. They've got those desired runs already, and you might as well just pick up a single and a double. So far, so good from Team Emirates Blues. They are well and truly on course to chase the target down.
Just 85 that they have to chase. So certainly is game in hand if this pair continues. Both looking good. Oh, hit hard, and he was brave enough to stick a hand out to it. So in the end, he's come back well in the over after the 6. 24 for no loss. So no taking of the floating power play just yet, Rizwan. What do you reckon?
Well, I think they should have gone for it, given they're scoring at 12 runs and over. Both of them finding the middle of the bat, both of them scoring at the same strike rate. The Tariq square has worked in favor of them.
Angad Nehru, very skillful off spinner coming into the game. He's got a long on mid wicket square leg, long off and a deep cover. And the plan seems to be just push the ones and twos, keep wickets in hand.
Well, that's exactly what Angad Nehru will have to do. Just stick to the channel. Anything in the hitting arc of Safir Tariq, he would not leave it. And then make sure you don't bowl those short deliveries as well.
Slightly shorter, but because they're in a conservative frame of mind, usually Safir Tariq would have launched that over cow corner.
Yeah, the foundation is set. You don't need to do anything silly to throw your wicket away, and just picking up a single is Safir Tariq on that occasion.
I'm slightly disappointed we didn't see Nirvan playing this game. That young under 16 lad, he is a terrific talent.
Well, he created turbulence at the ACC Under 16 West Zone Championship that was held in Qatar. What a brilliant prospect! The future seems bright for the UAE.
Oh, that's a good looking shot, but couldn't get the gap there. He is very strong square of the wicket. Yeah, fair play to Mr. Amin Farooq and the entire Dubai setup. That youth movement that they have persisted with over the years is bearing fruit. Oh, poor delivery and dropped. Mohammad Irfan snatching at the ball. And that was the kind of chance Dubai desperately needed to take.
They should have taken it. That should have been taken. Mohammad Irfan just could not latch onto it. Another delivery wavered down the leg side. That should have been taken.
Well, when you're defending 85, big groan coming in from Ahmed Tariq. He wanted to send that into space, but they've taken a sharp 2. So nothing going the way of Dubai at the moment. A dropped catch and leaking runs. 29 for none after 3. So left arm spin coming in from the Bukhater end. It will be Wahab Hassan. They did create chances in the previous over, Rizwan.
Well, that should have been taken, Ahmed. At that level, that was an easy catch. Wahab Hassan, 4 matches, 1 wicket for him. Been expensive, but he's one such bowler who can create those opportunities.
Almost certainly. Let's see if he can create. So far, Ahmed Tariq calm, just playing to the merit. What will Safir Tariq do?
Well, he loves to go big, but I reckon at this juncture of the game, they're well poised to chase the total down. They don't need to do anything silly, just go with the flow.
Deep extra cover in position for Safir Tariq. There should be 2 here. That fielder has a lot of ground to cover. We have a go-wicker out there. So just play the angles. And that will give a lot of confidence to the dugout.
The UAE domestic circuit has produced some brilliant left-arm spinners, talking about Wahab, Haider Ali, who's now representing the UAE, Nabil Aziz, Simranjeet, who's already a UAE cap player. A lot of young left-arm spinners.
Oh dear me, that is a high full toss. Will be a no ball. They're very lucky it didn't land in the stands. And it's going to be a free hit for Safir Tariq.
Lucky escape for Wahab. It could have gone anywhere in the stands. Just could not read that correctly, Safir Tariq. But I tell you what, he will go all guns blazing on this delivery for sure.
That's another full toss, not maximized in the D10. Just slipped out of his hand. No ill intent for sure. He's a very sweet boy, Wahab Hassan. Very mild-mannered. Couldn't connect. He'll be frustrated, Safir.
Well, if you hit that right areas, Ahmed, we've seen you definitely get that purchase off the surface. You just got to make sure you're slightly back of length, and it's that particular zone that you consistently target. You'll be able to keep them at bay.
Ahmed Tariq does like to use his feet against the spinners. Oh, he's hitting from the crease. And that will go straight to long on. A power failure. And the wicket is taken.
I thought for a second it was sailing over the boundary ropes. He's got that connection right though. But I think it's that off-pace delivery from Wahab doing the trick, providing that breakthrough, and that is of an important scalp. Ahmed Tariq will have to walk back. Well, he's done. He's given the start for the team. He departs after scoring 16 of 11. Blues are 36 for 1.
So it's going to be Kamran Atta, the wicket keeper, coming in at number 3. He only has one mode of operation, and that is to go big. Immediately off the mark. So a slight opening here for Team Dubai now.
Rightly said, Kamran Atta. He's been that one man. Let's have a look at that wicket one more time. It was in the slot. Did connect well. Just did not travel though. But in the end, a comfortable catch for Danish Qureshi.
Yeah, they needed somebody to make an impact. Can't force it through that gap. He's looking for that boundary in that region. In the end, Wahab has come back well after the free hit. 37 for 1. 37 for 1 then. They are on course for now. But a flurry of wickets could change something. Angad will continue. Field is well spread for Safir Tariq. Kamran Atta looking to go big. Long off. Excellent catch by Danish. He's in the game. And Dubai are roaring back.
Second catch for Danish Qureshi and Kamran Atta. The second delivery, in fact, it was facing and has gone straight down the ground and a comfortable catch in the end. Another one bites the dust for Team Emirates Blues. Just when they thought the foundation is laid, they started losing wickets. He departs after scoring 1 of 2. Emirates Blues are 37 for 2.
So the captain striding out to the middle, Nasir Faraz. And I think this is the kind of player that Emirates Blues need at the crease at the moment.
Oh yes, one player who plays on the merit of the ball has got that ability to take the game as per the equation required, and a lot would rely upon him. But this is what we've seen, Ahmed. They've got the starts, and suddenly when you tend to go for those big shots, you tend to lose wickets as well. When you have wickets in hand, at the end of the day, even if you have 10 runs or 12 runs to be scored in the final over, that can be chased down.
And you still have that floating power play option as well. Why are you allowing Dubai to stick to their plan A? Make them react. Call is for 2. Mid-wicket right on the fence, but he'll come around to the ball quickly. 47 needed of 34. It's getting a bit dicey.
A lot would rely upon Safir. Let's have a look at that replay one more time. Hit really hard, but didn't quite time it. Wonderful catch from Danish Qureshi.
Yeah, good balance. Kept his eyes locked on the ball. Dragged down from Angad, but there is protection at square leg. So the boundaries have certainly dried up here for the Blues.
The spinners have managed to put the lid on the scoring for sure, and just ensuring they're bowling to the stump channels, not giving away any width whatsoever. Angad has done well. He's got to bowl well, finish off the 3 deliveries well.
Bit of a leading edge on that occasion. Well, Zainullah Rahmani, he can also be a good wrist spin option. Maybe the spinners could be the ones to get Dubai on top here. Very tidy spell from Angad. And that sweep did not look good at all. Looked very uncomfortable playing it.
Well, we can actually pick up singles. You've got a lot of real estate on offer, especially towards the onside and even of the offside towards the extra cover region. And if you're trying to belt it really hard, not getting the timing right.
Call is for 2 again. But no mistake made. This match has become interesting now. 45 needed of the next 30 balls. As there's a double change with Shoaib Ahmed and Mudassir Ali coming in.
Thank you, Amy and Rizzi. 40 for the loss of 2. 45 needed in the last 5. Looking good is Safir Tariq. But looking dashing in this new hairstyle is Wahab Hassan. Slow in the air. Not a good idea. Going back very deep into the crease against Wahab. of a sudden, boundaries are hard to come thanks to the youngster Angad Nehru. What a spell he bowled, keeping things tight. 2 wickets down for Blues. Depends on the captain Nasir Faraz and his partner Safir Tariq to take Blues beyond 84. Big heave and a maximum. So the captain comes to the rescue here for Emirates Blues. A well-timed maximum. Nasir Faraz anticipated the delivery quite early. And what a connection going down on one knee, and there you go out of the park. 37 still required for Blues to register their third win in this tournament.
Yes, in touching distance now, this is good control shown and good restraint shown from Blues. They have not looked to attack unnecessary. They've punished the poor balls and they've been smart in their approach. There's a change in the ball. They'll need a replacement as the umpire is now looking to find a suitable replacement. Mr. Nadeem Anjum with the box of cricket balls. And Wahab now looking to finish his spell on a positive note. He's got a wicket, has given away just 16 runs, which is good. But he'll need to finish off well here. Looks to go big towards the onside. This is high and it's gone again out of the park. Back-to-back sixes for Nasir Faraz. This is great batting from the skipper.
A counter-attack from captain Nasir Faraz. Back-to-back maximum 50 comes up for Blues. Yet again targeting that corner. A good connection. Trying to bowl a bit quicker. Well, and the blade from Nasir. Eyes lit up. And surprises the wicket keeper. And in comes and now these two are making sure to get those quick runs. At the same stage, Dubai were 53 for the loss of 3, ahead by just 1 run at this stage. A well calculated risk taken by Nasir Faraz, that too against a Wahab Hassan Shoaib.
Yeah, that was not the best of deliveries. Just came on to the bat nicely, and Nasir down on one knee hit that. So he's got some class, Nasir Faraz. We all know that. Wahab will have to do much better. Flatter, quicker on the pads. Flicked away in the gap. He'll come back for the second. And they've got enough runs in this over to release all the pressure.
The 2 years taken on one of the premier spinners, Wahab Hassan, who had a wonderful tournament with the ball. Can he strike here? Nasir Faraz quickly moves to 17. Already got a couple of maximums in his innings.
That's good. That's smart from Wahab. You've been hit for a few sixes. Bowl away from the batter. Dot ball to end the 6th over. It's 56 for 2. Mohammad Irfan has been brought back into the attack. Coming in to bowl for his first over. 29 needed of 24. So he'll be bowling The 7th and the 9th over. Need wickets here, Mudassir. They need wickets.
Especially these 2 wickets. The men at the crease for Blues. 4 matches, 3 wickets. An economy on a higher side, especially keeping in mind the other bowlers. They've enjoyed their outing, bowling on these tracks here at Sharjah Cricket Stadium. So Safir Tariq, I'm sure that will go after Irfan. A weak link when it comes to the fast bowling department. A thick outside edge, deliberately opening the face of the blade, goes over the short third man. A good start to the over.
Yeah, just the ideal start for Emirates Blues. It was full. Just opening the face of the bat, Safir. He's done well in the last couple of games for Emirates Blues, and he continues to score some important runs for his side. Boundary towards deep third. 60 on the board for Emirates Blues. They just need 25 more from 23 deliveries. That's a good comeback and well kept by Syed Haider Wasisha. It was a difficult take, but he's ensured that he doesn't let the ball pass.
Back-to-back wins last night for Blues. Now looking good for their third win. Still plenty of runs required here for Blues, but the good news, they have 8 wickets in hand.
Just a half-hearted push from Safir, and they get a single. This is sensible batting. I like this approach from Emirates Blues.
A performance full of belief and discipline. A young leader, Nasir Faraz, what a tournament he's having. We have seen a completely different side of Emirates Blues, the way they bounced back after losing their initial 2 games. What a move by Blues management, Shoaib.
Yeah, very impressed with the way he's led the side, Nasir Faraz. I remember his first game as a captain at the toss. I did ask him about this opportunity of leading the side, and he was very confident, and he mentioned that he has led sides at the age group level, the under 13, under 16 in Pakistan, so he has that exposure. But to lead a side in the D series is a different ball game altogether, and I must say he's not let anyone down. He's been right. He's taken that role as a captain, and he's done really well.
A good partnership between these two, Safir and Nasir.
Come on, yaar.
Another cutter. Frustrated Safir Tariq. So cunning slower delivery is working in favor of Irfan. It's also good to see these young boys, rightly said by you, they are very confident and looking confident with the ball. Is Irfan, though expensive in this tournament, now rolling his fingers, back off length, nowhere near the ball. The way they have responded to whatever questions we throw at them, they look very confident. The likes of Khalid Shah, Nasir Faraz and even Mayank Chaudhary.
Flicked off the pads. Nicely done. A poor ball from Irfan, and Safir punishes with a good shot towards backward square leg for 4. Just using the pace on offer, and he's managed to hit the gap on that occasion. 7 overs bowled, 66 for 2. So the floating power play taken. 66 for 2. This is a good time to take the power play, and we were discussing about this, Mudassir. You need to know when to take the power play, and this is just the right time.
Sensible piece of batting and a smart move. The wickets were in hand, but they waited till they came into strong position. Now 19 needed of 18, just the right time for Nasser Faraz to opt for that floating power play. So just a couple of fielders will be stationed outside the 30-yard circle, backward deep point and deep extra cover towards that offside. Plenty of coverage towards that leg side. 4 fielders, fine leg, short mid wicket and mid on.
Zishan goes full, and they take a single. By the time Ronak could stop that and collect it, they've got a run. Another young captain, Ronak Panoli, has been leading the Dubai side for a few seasons now.
Sure, in your playing days, you used to open the attack with the new ball. And if you are going with the field setup of backward point and deep extra cover, what should be the length?
Yeah, it has to be short and outside off. That's when the ball will go in that area. A slower delivery from outside off. That's pulled well by Safir Tariq. It was not a bad delivery. It's just an exceptional shot from Safir.
Indeed. Finding those gaps at will. Well manipulated those gaps, Safir Tariq. And no pace offered. That has been the problem on this delivery. An easy picking. Trying to bowl that back of hand delivery is rightly punished by Safir Tariq.
Now a full toss, and he's gone big. It's gone all the way. Another maximum for Safir Tariq. He's enjoying himself out there in the middle.
Taking blues towards that 85 is Safir Tariq. Trying to bowl that Yorker, slight error, converted that into a low full toss. And what a connection, a big heave and a maximum. A match-winning knock we are witnessing from Safir Tariq.
Yeah, and immediately there's a change in the field. 2 fielders on the onside now, a deep square leg and a deep mid wicket. Not the best bowling from Zishan. Not bowling to his field. Another Yorker, mistimed hit, but one bounce will reach the fielder at long on, wideish long on. Had to run all the way from cow corner. They'll take a single.
Don't bat very deep down the order. Good to see the top order, they are taking that responsibility. A sensible piece of batting by these two, Nasir and Safir.
Goes for the Yorker again, they'll complete a single. 6 needed now of 13 deliveries. This is good. This is a good approach from Emirates Blues. Very impressed with the way they've batted, and in the last 3-4 games they've worked. They've played on their strength. They know what their strength is. They have limitations, and they know that. They realize it, and based on that, they've planned a strategy which seems to be working.
One hit away from registering another win in this tournament, Blues. A low full toss, just manages to clear the fielder inside 30-yard circle. So a couple of runs to end that floating power play. Expensive was Zishan, going for 24 runs wicketless. So 8 overs done, 81 for the loss of 2.
20 of 12 for Nasir Faraz. Just 4 runs needed. And he's the on strike. Pushed it for a single in no hurry whatsoever. There's no rush of blood moment. He is sensible, and that's why he's been given that responsibility of a captain.
And trust shown by the management, and he's delivering at the right time. Young captain Nasir Faraz marshalling the troops quite well here.
Yes, and credit to Safir as well, the way he's batted. There's been a lot of expectations every time he's played for any side, Safir. But this time he's lived up to his reputation.
Just a couple of runs away. Change of pace, not at all in a hurry. And a lot of hard work behind the scenes. Yesterday I spoke to a couple of players of Blues and they were praising the young head coach of Blues, Mohammad Nail, just 30 years old. But the head coach of Emirates Blues, he always comes up with strategies and plans, and full marks should be given to the players, the way they're executing those plans.
And that is why it's so important for the support staff to also be actively involved in the side.
Oh,
That's a wide, and what a way to concede defeat here. It's down the leg side, and that's the winning moment. And that tells you the story for Dubai. Nothing going their way. They couldn't get enough runs on the board. And even while they came out to bowl, they just could manage only 2 wickets. So lack of planning from Dubai, and that has resulted in another defeat for their side. However, Emirates Blues, well, they have, I'm sure, impressed and surprised quite a few who are closely watching this series, because from nowhere now they are at the top of the table with 8 points. I think they've even gone to the second position. We'll get that information for you as the points table comes out. But overall, a lot to think for Team Dubai, as they've lost this game by 8 wickets.
Absolutely, a big result in the contest of the table. A performance where we have seen they played quite well with full of belief and discipline throughout this game, and 3 wins in a row for Emirates Blues, and another tough outing. They looked good when they started this game. They batted first, Dubai, but somehow were not able to post a good total on board. And what a chase we have witnessed. They came out with a positive approach. The likes of Ahmed Tariq, again the youngster, got off to a flying start, 16 runs, and the change at the top of the order. Safir Tariq was promoted up the order and he remained unbeaten, getting those valuable 44 runs in 25 balls. Kamran was out cheaply, but Nasir Faraz, the captain's knock, 22 in just 14 balls. And this couple of extras have been leaked by the bowling side, but it took just 8.3 overs for Blues to go beyond that 84.
And sorry looking bowling card for Dubai, just 2 wickets for the bowlers. Angad getting a wicket, Wahab getting a wicket, but they didn't have enough runs on the board, and they were expensive as well. Danish, Zishan just couldn't deliver for their side today. So let's look at the highlights then of the second innings. Run chase for Emirates Blues. Ahmed Tariq, the youngster, has shown some promise, and that change from Safir Tariq being promoted up the order has worked for Emirates Blues. Both these batters got off to a positive start, and that was the first wicket to fall. Kamran Atta just couldn't perform today, couldn't do much with the bat. And then came the partnership between Nasir Faraz, and with him was Safir Tariq. Both of them ensured that they kept the scoreboard ticking. They put pressure on the bowlers of Dubai, and that was really a special knock from Safir Tariq. Got those boundaries and sixes coming in. And in the end, Emirates Blues winning the game by 8 wickets. That's how the match panned out. Dubai 84 in the 10 overs. Vaibhav scored 30. Pick of the bowlers yet again for Emirates Blues was Ajay Kumar getting 2 wickets. Mohammad Umar getting 2 wickets as well. In reply, Emirates Blues got to that total with 8 wickets in hand. Safir Tariq at the top scoring 44. Not out in 25 deliveries. With him was their skipper Nasir Faraz scoring 22 of 14 deliveries. Getting to that target in just 8.3 overs. This is a comprehensive win and a thumping victory for Emirates Blues, winning the game by 8 wickets. So this is how the teams stand at the moment. Emirates Blues are at the top with 8 points and Sharjah are now at number 2 with 6 points. So they are clearly running ahead in the points table. Emirates Blues with 4 wins under their belt. Fujairah, Emirates Reds and Abu Dhabi all at 4 points. Dubai still at 2 and Ajman, they've placed the least number of matches and they've not got points to their name yet. So these teams, as you know, 4 will be qualifying for the semi-final. Emirates Blues, let's quickly discuss about their journey so far. They lost just that one game and since that they've come back strongly into the tournament and have 4 consecutive wins to their name. Sharjah, they started off well but have lost 2 games consecutively and that's why they are at 6 points. Fujairah, the defending champions, have had a mixed bag of performances and they are at number 3. Emirates Red and Abu Dhabi are at 4 and 5. Time for us to head along the sidelines. We've got Rizwan waiting with the player of the match for the post-match presentation.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of 7 Districts Presents Emirates D10 2025 edition powered by Fancode. A match was played between Emirates Blues and Dubai. Team Dubai batting first scored 84 runs in the allotted 10 overs and in response Emirates Blues chased it down in 8.3 overs. There were a few notable performances with the ball. Ajay was spectacular but it was one man who stood out, Safir Tariq, for his incredible batting performance. 44 of just 23 deliveries, 4 boundaries and 2 maximums. I would like to request our honourable match referee Mr. Iftikhar Ali to award the player of the match award to Mr. Safir Tariq for his outstanding batting performance today. It's been sublime. Good to see you back in the top order. Loved batting in the top order.
Yeah, first of all, thank to my dear Allah. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my number of the batting. So I say the team, trust me, you go for the first and go in the last. So I will try my best.
It was not an easy wicket to bat on, but you made it look so easy with those 2 maximums and 4 boundaries.
Yeah, because a few matches here, I just watches the wicket. It's a little bit slow. You just play for the late. So if you play for the late, so you have a chance to hit the boundaries.
Well, good luck for the rest of the tournament and have fun.
Thank you very much.
Well, that is Safir Tariq, the player of the match. That's all we have from the post-match presentation. And we have a match lined up for you. Abu Dhabi will be taking on Fujairah.